So that'll be Toronto Mayor John Tory getting a lap dance from a drag queen at a bookstore on Mother's Day while children watched. See, me personally, I don't have a problem with what a motherfucker does. Legitimately, all right? Like, I legit don't have an issue with what a man does in his free time. You want to be a homosexual, you want to suck dicks, that's your business. But once you start involving kids, it's a little bit different of a situation. Because let's see what happened right after that. Yes, you're fucking right. They got kids out here dancing in front of adults. Oh my fucking God, dude. Like, at what point are we gonna fucking stand up as a society and go, yo, enough's enough with this retarded ass fucking nonsense? Like, legitimately, at what point are we gonna go, you know what, man? Like, legit, this is not fucking acceptable. You should not be doing this to our fucking children. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. Like, yo, man, let's check out and see what the fuck the response was from the mayor when he was asked what the fuck the deal is.
Now I'm here waiting just outside of John Tory's office. Council is about to close down for lunch, and he should be coming into his office. I'm going to wait here and see if I can ask him some questions. Mayor, can you tell me, were there children present when you got that lap dance? Were there children present?
Oh.
Can you tell me, was your wife pleased that you got a lap dance? Can you tell me, was your wife pleased? Is it appropriate to get a lap dance from a woman of a similar age? Mayor Tory, can you tell me, is it appropriate to do what you did if it was a woman, if it was a young woman, putting cash in their thong? Would that be appropriate?
Do you know what's inappropriate is the fact that people like yourself are trying to divide the city. I was out that day supporting pediatric brain cancer fundraising. I was at dinner with my mother on Mother's Day, and I was supporting our LGBTQ community and at an event that was a family Mother's Day event. And I think
you were supporting the LGBT community by putting cash in a young man's thong.
The LGBTQ community by being at an event that was held in a bookstore on Church Street that many families were present at, mothers and children.
There were kids there while you were getting a lap dance.
That's the decision of their own parents, but you are the kind of people that are just dividing, and I'm going to stand up for and support and attend events put on by our LGBTQ community, and I'm going to keep doing that, and you can keep doing what you're doing. It's great that we live in this country where we all can, but I just don't buy into the way you try to divide people, and I never will, and so I'm subject to being accountable for what I do, and you're subject to being accountable for what you do.
So it's their parents' choice to have them there while drag queens are stripping and giving out fucking lap dances at a bookstore on Mother's Day for a Mother's Day event. I don't really know what to say. Like, so let me get this straight, right? It's the parents' choice about what they do with their children, right? It's their parents' choice to be responsible for their children. And he's okay with those decisions as long as those people are mothers or homosexuals. But the moment it's a father saying, no, you can't go to a drag club, no, you can't cut your penis off, no, you can't have hormone therapy, then we need to take the children away from the parents. Wow. Just fucking wow. Jesus fucking Christ, man. You know, this is how we got Hitler. On some serious shit, this is how the fuck we got Hitler. You know that? Like, legitimately, like, Hitler was a reaction. He wasn't, you know what I'm saying, something that just happened because people were mean or evil. That wasn't the deal. It happened because of this. And you're gonna make it happen again. Like, this is fucking awful. I don't understand why it is that you would think that this is acceptable to get a lap dance in front of children from a drag queen. Like, you know, if then the dude's retarded question, would it be acceptable if it was a woman? Wow, what does your wife think? I don't eat a dick, this stupid fuck. Right? I don't really care about what the fuck his wife thinks of him. I give a fuck how I feel about him as another fucking man. Like, this is the whole point. You know what I mean? Like, this is the reason why, like, the whole California mentality is fucking retarded. And this is the reason why, you know, I got in an argument this week with a dude, right? And I ended up getting banned on Twitter because he fucking stood here and reported me, and I ended up fucking like in a whole bunch of nonsense or whatever. You know what I mean? He ended up getting eaten up in the end. But what this dude said was this, right? What this dude said was, how you feel about the way I act doesn't matter to me, right? I don't care about what social standards are. I don't care about how society sees me, and I don't care about your personal opinion about my acts. Now, that's not a terrible fucking opinion if you are a great individual doing great things, right? Like, legitimately, you know, like fucking if you're Nikola Tesla and you married a pigeon. You know what I mean? Marrying a pigeon is probably the least entertaining thing about the dude. You know what I mean? Like, it's the least exciting thing about all the shit that he did. If you're Albert Einstein trying to fuck your cousin. If you're Mahatma Gandhi, you know what I'm saying, changing an entire country's fucking political and civil paradigm, and you're trying to bang fucking, you know what I mean, young females, you know what I mean, while you preaching about celibacy or whatever the case might be. Don't give a fuck. You know, like, that's kind of where it's at. And that measure of an individual is oftentimes measured at the death, or it'll be measured at that time. And I mean, what individuals will tolerate out of you. Now, with that being said, you know, you need to stand here and give a fuck about what individuals feel about you. All right? You need to give a fuck about societal goddamn norms. Because there's a reason why the fuck they're there. Because it doesn't matter what you do. All right? Like, you can do the greatest thing in the world. If you fuck children, or you fucking stand here and harm children and harm our future, what you're doing is all kind of for naught, because the whole purpose of you doing great things for society is that you're changing the future. And if you start harming that future that you're changing, it fucks up everything and takes away all the fucking good that you did. Legitimately. And I'm not talking about like a parent whooping a kid's ass or whatever the case might be. Like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? Like, fucking, you hear all these like little whiny ass motherfuckers out here from their, you know what I mean, who had great fucking parents who did amazing shit. And I mean, then they start whining about fucking nonsense. Like, my dad, he was such an asshole. Like, this mentality needs to fucking stop. Like, every time somebody complains about their fucking parents, but they're still there breathing, earning a living, and fucking getting through, like, you need to smack them in the fucking mouth. Because you know what? You're a fucking pussy. Real shit. All right? What your parents did allowed you to get from point A to point fucking B. Maybe there's fucking circumstances that you weren't thinking about at that goddamn moment, and you needed that motherfucking ass whooping. You needed that discipline. You needed that strength. You needed the ability to be stronger, better, and faster than other individuals around you to climb out of the bucket you was fucking in at that moment. Real shit. Maybe you motherfucking parent, maybe, you know what I'm saying, you don't understand the whole situation of what the fuck was going on, and you need to quit your goddamn whining. Back to drag kids. Between Desmond is amazing, whatever the fuck the other individuals are, our society is fucking sick and decaying and decrepit. And this is a terrible fucking thing. Legitimately. And I'm gonna put the blame where the blame belongs. You know what I'm saying? The blame belongs on men allowing women to have the rights to do this to our society. That's where we're at right now. Men destroyed our society by letting females make these fucking decisions. Because this wasn't a dad's drag lunch. No, this was a Mother's Day drag lunch. And you'll never hear about a dad's drag lunch. You know why you'll never hear about that? Because it's automatically assumed that that's pedophilic. It is what it is. Man, listen. We need to start looking at shit the proper fucking way. It is what it is. Anyway, man, yo, look, I'm Tom Pease of Pinoid News. Shut this bitch down. Enjoy your motherfucking day. Later.